Hey there, everyone. Just making a video here in response to Gematria Effect News 24, also known as Zachary K. Hubbard. He's making a video that says, should we switch it up? And, for years I've been trying to get people to pound pavement. And although we do have some people that, have bought these shirts and help advertise, and we do have people pounding pavement, and we do, there's a handful of us that will meet up in cities, and that's all great, but it's just not enough, guys. Um, the purpose of this video today is to uh, a couple reasons. I made it. I want to practice making videos a little more. See if my phone has the space to make the videos, because sometimes when I try to make one, it'll cut me off after 12 minutes or something like that. So, and to see how many of my followers want to start pounding pavement. If I, one moment. If my blueprint was going correctly, I'd have Zach signing people up on every video he makes. Maybe like at the end where he takes down people who want to pound pavement and be organized about it. It's not like we're just going to send you out there with no content. I mean, if I had, a few people in every state doing this, I would literally be tracking what they're saying to people, what content they're showing the public, that you would report back to us the feedback that you're getting. You're handing out business cards, you're wearing the t-shirt. I mean, man, that this is the most important part of it, because you don't even have to say anything to people, guys. You just wear the freaking shirt and people are going to be curious as to what that is, and everybody has Google. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're literally a walking billboard when you wear this shirt. And Zach's wanting to switch things up. He wants to keep his YouTube, but he wants to explore other platforms, and you're going to get the same thing on every platform. I've tried podcasting on Podbean, and I got it all set up. I'm sitting there talking on the air, talking about rig sports, pardon me, talking about 9/11. And I'd notice I'd get like two viewers max, literally, man. It's like it wouldn't grow, or it felt like people weren't even seeing it. So it's obvious that they're going to censor us. They're going to censor us on any platform out there, because the eye in the sky is going to see, oh, they're talking about the government or 9/11 or coronavirus. But if somebody goes on there and they talk about their job or their daily life, or, like the party they went to last week, they're not going to censor that. And that guy's going to have no problem getting his first 100 viewers on one show, on one podcast, I'm sure. It's probably easy to grow a podcast when you're not sitting there getting censored. So I don't care if he goes on Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or whatever other platforms that I'm not aware of. I think it's all about the content, and you're going to continue to get censored. And literally, guys, do you just want to sit back and watch videos, and or do you want to do something about it? Because if we had 10, 20 people in every single state simultaneously out, literally just handing business cards out, directing people to Gematria Effect News. Don't sit there and try to teach them Gematria. Just show them 9/11, show them coronavirus. We have it all typed out for you. You're gonna find out, if we had hundreds and hundreds of people doing this, that's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that are going to be learning the truth of 9/11 all at once. And then they're going to be wanting to go to Gematria Effect News and see his videos. When you have strength in numbers, and we start waking the whole United States up, that's when you're actually confronting the government. Without walking up to them and confronting them, it's because of all the people who are learning at once. That itself is confronting them. I mean, they're going to figure it out. They're gonna know that we all know, and that should be the goal. So I have no idea how many views I'm gonna get off this. I mean, I barely get on YouTube because most of the time I just get screwed over and can't even make a video. But I'm gonna try more, and when I go out and pound pavement in my town, I'll be definitely using it then. But sometimes I use Facebook Live as well. So I'm figuring out. This all looks new. They made me turn my phone in landscape to make this, and everything looks different, like it was an update or something. So I'm just seeing if anyone's in the live chat out there right now, and I don't see anybody. So I see two viewers. Feel free to say hi. Do I know you? You know, what are your thoughts? I'm looking at the chat now. But I mean, that's about all I really have, unless somebody joins on here. So I'm just hoping some of the followers see this video and decide, yeah, you know what? I could wear a t-shirt. I could get out once a week in my community and, spread Zach's channel. I mean, you don't really have to feel pressured to put out the content that he puts out. I mean, he's a pro. He's got two books. He puts out videos every day. So you can just memorize a few key things like I've said a million times, 9/11, coronavirus, pick a couple Super Bowls. Now me, that's what I do too, but I also have a lot more memorized because I've listened to his channel for 5 years now. But you just take a few things, memorize them, stuff that you could show 10 people and they'd all be amazed and want to learn more, Because to me, it was life changing learning the truth of 9/11. I always suspected it was the government, but I didn't have, it's not like I knew Flight AA 11 crashed in the 11th state, stuff like that. I mean, I just didn't put it together. But when I learned that they did 9/11, and then I learned that sports are rigged, and then I started just looking at it all like, wow, everything's like this. You know what I mean? Like, what else? It's kind of like if you catch your kid lying, and then you wonder, what else did they lie about? Or if they steal something from you, what else did they steal? How many other times did you steal? That's exactly what it is. And I do see a comment from Kevin. Let me find it here. Hmm. Oh, there it is. Hi, I'm Kevin, and I truly agree with everything you're saying. Hey, I appreciate that, Divine Lion, aka Kevin. I don't know that I've seen you before. Maybe in Zach's chat. Is that where you found me? But yeah, I really appreciate you watching this video, and we all have friends in this community of Zach's, and we're branched in different groups. So feel free to let the people know in your camp, hey, Richard Quinn's over here. He's been trying to sell T-shirts that he makes no money off of. You get them for $20 plus shipping, and you get what you want on the back, and I usually help suggest or put the 9/11 riddle on the back. But let your people know, hey, this guy has been working with Zach for nearly 5 years. He wants people to possess business cards that say Gematria Effect News. I have them. Matter of fact, let me see if I can. Yep, here's one. Just a second. All right. Look how pretty these are, really. It's probably backwards to you, but it's got the Gematria Effect News, which is a picture of our T-shirts, which I'm proud of. It's got Zachary K. Hubbard's name on it. Then there's another exposing scripted politics and sports. Now look at the back. I'm being an idiot. It's going to be backwards due, obviously, but I put bulletin points on there because, like it says, truth of coronavirus, truth of 9/11, truth of California fires, proof of multiple rig sports. When you're wearing this T-shirt and you're handing out this business card, your job would be to, let's say you're on the corner, you're talking to some woman or guy that comes up to you. When you hand them this business card, your job is to already tell them 9/11. Your job is to already tell them coronavirus, depending on how much time they have and how much they're listening. Because if you're telling them 9/11 correctly, they're gonna, if they have the time, they're gonna sit there and listen to the Super Bowl riddle. They're gonna listen to the coronavirus riddle, and then they're gonna be sure to subscribe to Gematria Effect News. It's such a simple blueprint, and that's why I've typed out 9/11 and all these riddles. I have like 13 major events typed out, and I have them all memorized, and that's because of the repetition. So if I hit 1,000 of you out there who had them all memorized, by memorizing the content that I show people, makes you a better presenter at this work. And I don't even sit there and teach people gematria. I know when I guide them to Zach and they watch his videos, they'll pick up on gematria from him. I could give a rat's ass about gematria. I get it. I get the numerology. I get the gematria. So why do I got to sit around for 12 hours a day and try to decode stuff? And that's what too many people do. And it's really nothing against you. I'm not speaking nasty towards you. I'm not being rude either. But when you guys sit around and decode all day, to me, it feels like you're just trying to be like Zach. You're just trying to look smart. I mean, I just sit there. I don't even decode. And what did Zach? What was that guy's name? Bobby East, the NASCAR driver. I never decode, but Zach said it was. I don't know. I'm just gonna make a number up, but I might be close. It was like 258 days from his birthday or something. Who cares? He came up with a great observation such and such days after his birthday. So all I did was look at, okay, well, how many days till his upcoming birthday? And guess what? It's 157 days, and that's the 37th prime. And he died at 37. So to me, that's obvious, and it was easy. It was like I looked like a shot in the dark, and then it was right there. And I'm positive if his death date had anything to do with his birthday, like Zach always shows, that was part of it right there. And I didn't know. Maybe Zach said it, maybe he didn't. I didn't hear him talk about that part in his video, but it's not really a big deal. But the point is, we don't really need to sit around and decode because Zach has already decoded 5 million things. Literally, we have 5 million things that we can be showing people that aren't your decode. Now, there's always the flip side of the coin. Yes, having a few people around that are real good at it and have make great observations, that's great. It's good to have, and it's even needed because there could be the most simple thing that nobody's seen, Zach didn't see, I didn't see, and then bang, you just shed some light, and it could, it just, but it should be for a major event. You know what I mean? We don't need like everything decoded, you know. Just I think you get my point. There's way too many people trying to be a decoder out here. And what could we be doing instead of decoding? I don't know, maybe waking people up, you know? Because now think about this. If you have 50 people all teaching gematria, what's going to happen? First of all, to explain that, some of gematria and numerology is speculation. In other words, some things are stronger than others. Zach can speculate And sometimes he'll even say it. He'll be like, "Yeah, I'm not really sure if that's a coincidence or not," but blah 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 blah. But then there's some things we know is right on. Yeah, like the Sandy Spoons and California fires and 9/11 and all the Super Bowls. Like we know that's what they were doing. But then some things are speculating. So if you have 50 people sitting there trying to teach 50 different people gematria, you're going to show them one thing, you're going to show them one thing, you're going to show them one thing. This guy over here might show something really strong. But then this person over here might show something, basically my point is people aren't going to buy it, and they're going to walk away. You got to really explain it to them good. So why not just leave the gematria out? You can give them a couple bulletin points. You're guiding them to Zach. They'll learn the gematria. They're going to learn everything else. They're going to learn the 9/11, and you got them hooked. And now they're fighting back with us. But no, you can't. We just can't get people to do that, can we? You know, how have I only sold 100 of these shirts? And that's a guess. That's a ballpark guess. How can I only sell 100 shirts in nearly 3 years of doing it? That's 30 shirts a year. So I mean, just do the math, man. I'm lucky to sell one shirt a week, and look how nice these are. You got the YouTube logo. You get to pick your custom slogan on back, and more importantly, you're a walking billboard. I think I seen some more comments. Let me look on here. I have to study those riddles, 9/11, COVID-19. You know what? I mean, I can send them to you. Is it Kevin? Was it Kevin? Is that your name? I just forgot. Yeah, hey Kevin. Kevin, I can send them to you, all 13 of them at once on one copy and pasted link. I what I do is tell people to look yourself up on Messenger. If you have Facebook Messenger, search yourself and then send the message. Anything you need to remember or want to store, send it to yourself. And then you could be at the gas station telling somebody about 9/11, and you just go do a quick copy and paste. Hey there, Bamboo. Cheers, Richard and Divine Light. Hope you are well. Cheers back at you. And this video is for everybody, man. I don't know if you just came in. The point of it is we really need to get outside and start pounding pavement in every state and city. I mean, it's as simple as that. You seen Zach's video from a few hours back about should we change it up? Well, the only thing that we can do to win is to literally be out on the streets, and that's it. Um, I don't know how people won't get a shirt from me. They're cheap, but they're good quality, and you're a walking billboard every day. You know, you could pass 200 people outside, and not one of them will say nothing to you, but as long as they read the words, they're gonna want to look it up. So we got to stop and be. I mean, we all do a good job in our own respects, but I've been doing this for about 4 or 5 years, and I think 4.5 out of 5 people in Zach's community don't do anything. Not a thing. They watch the videos. They're good cheerleaders. They'll hit that like button. They might even share the video, and that's helping a little, but it's not what needs to be done. You need to have 9/11 memorized. I can send it to you. You need to have. It helps to have coronavirus and maybe the California fires memorized. Have Sandy Spoons memorized. A couple Super Bowls, and you're really all set. Now all you gotta do is go out there and talk to people. It's not really hard. Hey, sir, how you doing? Do you happen to have time to learn the truth of 9/11 like you've never heard before? That's all. That's your opening line, and it works about every time. When people say it is the best introduction to come up to somebody you don't know, and you want to come across a lot of those people that day. Hey, ma'am, do you mind if I show you the truth of 9/11? It takes 2 to 3 minutes. You're gonna get a yes way more than you think. You know, And then a lot of times their mind's blown because nobody knows Flight 77, blah, 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 blah. You know, they don't know that it crashed 77 minutes after takeoff. And then when you tell them two more 77s, maybe even three, now you got them. And now go on with the flight AA-11 in the 11th state, blah, blah, blah. Then you go to 1968 when World Trade Center construction began and 911 became the emergency dialing code and all the Bush's stuff from 1968. That's all you're doing, guys. Because once you tell people that, now they want to know more. And you're in a shirt, so it's almost like you're on a team. You handed them a business card. Here's the business cards once again, guys. They're a little pricey, to be honest. But I mean, if anyone has 100 or 200 of them on you at all times, you're in great shape. I mean, you just, whenever you hand one of these out, be sure to ask the person to not only subscribe to Gematria Effect News if they take this card, but not to throw the card away. After you learn all the stuff you're supposed to learn and you know where to go and you're following us, hand the card to somebody else that you know and make them also not throw it away. And now what you're doing is maximizing the, pardon me, stoned as fuck, maximizing the use of every single card that's flowing around in the United States. Glad to see we have like 3 viewers now. I don't use YouTube at all, hardly, guys. But please do feel free to go back on my little bitty channel here and look at the videos I have put it up there. I have some of me pounding pavement, and I had about 8 more, but it got destroyed with my other Facebook. So, I've had to start over 3, 4, 5 times since I found Zach. So. But every time I've built Daily Dose of Gematria on Facebook, I've built pages, I've designed business cards, I've made these shirts, and it's what maybe you're asking yourself why I've done all that. It's not because so I can try to look cool or get attention. It's to win, guys. When Zach's making videos, how are we gonna defeat the government, or how are should we switch platforms? I have wanted to win since day one, and I'll tell you, winning isn't necessarily defeating the federal government. Confronting them for ritualism is that's a win for me. That in my eyes, we don't have to necessarily, but think about it. Out of 1 million people in the United States, we'll just say, if we took a poll, how many of them, you're going to hear people say, yeah, the government's crooked, or they're thieves, or they're liars, or they cheat us out of money, blah, 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 blah. You're going to hear all that. But how many people are going to say, you know what? I think the government's ritualistic? Zero. It's going to be a big fat zero is the answer. Nobody's going to say ritualistic. You're going to hear left this, right that, Joe Biden this, Donald Trump that. But you're not going to hear anybody say, I think they're a little bit ritualistic. So whose job is it to tell people that the government's ritualistic? It's ours. So now imagine if said government finds out that millions of people realize that they're ritualistic. They're going to have to change up the way they're doing things, aren't they? They have it painted to where, they're just crooked politicians, or they're liars, or they don't keep their promise. And they know that's what people think. And if that's the worst thing, then, well, that's how it's always been anyway, huh? But that's the reverse psychology that people miss. They're ritualistic. And that's a huge problem. And I really do think if everybody knew, I think the government would act differently. They'd have to, No more rituals if the cat's out of the bag, right? Maybe they'll just end up pushing the button on us. But you know what? I would go down like that, knowing that They didn't sneak around to trick us because we let the cat out of the bag. We confronted them. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So we need 1 million people in these shirts, don't we? What would, if you were ritualistic Donald Trump, what would you think if millions of people started wearing? Well, all you heard is Gematria Effect News everywhere. Oh, hey, I'm getting exposed by Gematria Effect News. It's a good friend of mine. He's like a brother. Always says this saying: "This is chess, not checkers." We gotta play chess, guys. You know, hitting the like button on a censored video is kind of like playing checkers. I'm not saying hitting the like button's a bad thing, but you know what I mean. In other words, we're doing hardly shit, guys. Okay? Zach's obviously hitting a home run every day. People like Angel Baby, yeah, right, The Matrix, Will Turbot, myself, and then of course other people that I don't know. Just I'm sorry, Nathan, I'm stoned. Disambiguation. There's lots of people. I'm not gonna try to name them all. There's people that are doing great work, but can 9 people change it all? No. So when I have 700 people in in Zach's video in his chat, and I'm looking at that, I'm thinking we need 700 people. All 700 of these people need to be out pounding pavement, making some noise. Maybe we need to start walking down the street with a fucking drum in our hand. You know, we really need. And if you just think about it, guys. If I had 1,000 people doing this in every city, and I'm coordinating it, that means 100 mayors' offices could get visited all at the same time. People like me, people like Zach would be helping coordinate this. And this message goes out to you too, Zach, my friend. When I proposed this to you before, you made a comment like, "Well, that Rich, I mean, that just means you'd have to do more." You said that to me before, and it's like I wasn't really trying to get you to do more when I asked it. To me, no matter what you're doing, putting out videos, playing on a baseball team, playing poker, working a job, sometimes you evolve what you do on it, where you're incorporating your time, you know. So in other words, I'm not asking you to do more. I'm asking us to evolve and evolve outside and showing up places. I mean, again, if you have a list of 1,000 people and something goes down in Tallahassee, Florida, you're going to have somebody on our list that's right near Tallahassee, and they show up in their Gematria Effect News shirt. They got their business cards on them. Blah, 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 blah. This is not rocket science, and we got to put our brains together. And to me, I've thought about this stuff for a long time. I don't think there's any other answer. Internet's censored everywhere you go, and it's only probably going to get worse. Um, there's nowhere to go but outside with this work. That's the only answer. Confront and go outside. If anyone in the comments, I see there's 5 people now watching. If anyone in the comments has any other idea besides censored internet and outside, outside with an organized baseball team, that's our uniforms, across the nation, in every city, and Zach has the following to coordinate this. And I would be a secretary for this. He'd probably hardly have to do a thing. You know, it says contact Rich at Pounding Pavement in every video that he puts out in the description. Do you guys know I get like 7 emails a day of people thinking I'm Zach? It pisses me off. I'm thinking maybe I got an email because somebody wants to step up to the plate, and then it's just another person with their decode. Are you kidding me right now? Your decode of Highway 76, you know, that doesn't even matter. But no, people won't pound pavement though, because you got to get up off the computer screen. You know, nobody wants to fight back. Nobody wants to make history because what the stuff we show is true. It's true. Super Bowl 52 was scripted. The presidency was scripted. The outcome, the Super Bowl itself was scripted. The kneeling was scripted, and we prove it. So that's a crime. You know, there's. I'm not going to go to some police station or government building alone. I want thousands of us, hundreds of us, even if we have to. This is what needs to be done. Business cards, bulletin points on the back. When you hand this card to somebody, they should leave with some indication of what went on in anything in red. And that's going to make them interested and sign up to be in our circle, our community, as they call it. Let me light this joint. See if there's any comments. I'm kind of happy to see that I have like 6 viewers because like I said, I never come on here and it's just gradually grown. So maybe we are onto something here, you know. So I'm sure all the people watching the video already subscribed to Zach. So he's been using Gematria Effect News 24 lately, but you got to look for videos on 25, 22, 23, and Gematria Effect Sports. So make sure you're subscribed to all 5, guys. Wow. I probably just put a hole in my sheet. That's awesome. Let me look at the comments and see if we got anything in here I haven't read already. Thank you, Brandon D. Thank you, brother. And yep, I'm trying to keep it up. And oh, by the way, everybody, Brandon D has his Gematria Effect News shirt. I believe he has a sweatshirt. If I maybe no, you're on the West Coast. You probably ordered a T-shirt. And he, I think, has some of my business cards too. But he also had his own flyers, and I still have some. I'm just saving them for New York at this point, unless when I go out in my own town. But Brandon D pounds pavement on his own, and I think him and I merging, because see, Brandon D's gonna do stuff that maybe I don't do, or maybe Brandon D doesn't do stuff that I do, and vice versa. Maybe he does some stuff that I could get a pointer from. So what we're doing is we're mixing each other. We both pound pavement, so we should be mixing our ideas to make it better. So you do have a sweatshirt. Okay, getting the shirt soon. I like the new design. Yeah, and we have long sleeve t-shirts available, Brandon. He picked up some of those. Like a thin long sleeve, so maybe something for the fall or when it's chilly. And we got the t-shirts. Yeah, but it's pointless if we don't get more people to participate. But maybe I got to stack my money better too. I was just sick and out of work for a few weeks, and I need to have more shirts on hand that I buy ahead of time, and then take them downtown with me, stuff like that. But I don't picture like a stranger who's never heard of us buying one. I picture all of us buying one and wearing it proudly. I'm lucky. I got like maybe 4, 5, 6 shirts. I've given some away. Some of them have gotten destroyed, whatever. But I always keep 4, 5, 6 shirts on me so I can wear one every day if I want. Like if I go to a certain place, let's say I'm going out to shoot some pool and I know like the NBA playoff game is on. I'm going to wear my Gematria Effect News shirt to the bar that day because my goal is to be showed 5, 10 people that sports are rigged. That's the mindset that you have in order to be successful at promoting Zach's channel. And that's what, at the end of the day, you're showing them 9/11, you're showing them coronavirus, you're showing them rig sports, you're handing them a business card, and you're making sure they subscribe to his channel. And you've done your job. How hard is that, you know? Brandon, do you still happen to have the list of riddles that for major events that I've sent you before? And do you use them? And if your answer is no, I won't be upset. I'll just assume that you have your own way of showing new people this work. But at the same time, I feel that it should be incorporated regardless. You know, because when you have 9/11 and sports and coronavirus all memorized, and it's good to memorize it from something that's all typed out, I feel that you're presenting the work even better. So I was saying earlier, I think too many people go right to gematria with people, and that's a huge mistake to me. I mean, you should just let Zach teach the gematria. He puts out videos every day already. You're the billboard. You show them 9/11. Now they're with us, you know. And that's my opinion. And that's how easy it is, you know. Go ahead, do it your own guys' way. But I think if we had a contest, I think my way would win, you know. So, but if anybody in the comments has anything other than stay on the internet and go to other censored platforms, or we got to coordinate the entire community to get outside. Give me a better idea. I'll be sitting here waiting for a couple minutes. Just got off work myself. Just relaxing off for a couple days and gonna have a big weekend. Gotta make some New York money. It's been a struggle when you're out of work for 2, 3 weeks with anemia and move your daughter in. So I'm spending like boatloads of money on her and then to help her out. And then I'm not making any. So I like totally sink at the wrong time. But health will do that to you. So I think I'll be ready by September 11th. That's for sure. I'm a hustler. But I'm not seeing anybody comment about it, about my question that I asked. Just have the sweatshirt. Bamboo, you said join. What's join? It's a good message. You know what, Bamboo? Maybe you're right. If I do more lives, but you know, I don't. I shouldn't have to get on here and beg people to do what they should want to do. I already ask in Zach's comments all the time. I'm in the live chat. Hey, anybody want a shirt today? Anybody want to be a walking billboard? Blah blah blah. And all 700 people usually ignore me. Um, I go on Zach's show at least 4 or 5 times where I kind of map out my goal. It's the only idea out there. Zach lets me explain like about everything I've explained here, the tactic behind what I want us to do. And I know it's a golden idea. And again, you follow Zach for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Why in the heck wouldn't you want a shirt? What's $20 over? If I followed Zach for 5 years, let's just say I'm a fan, and I know the stuff he shows is true. I followed him for 5 years. Someone says, "Hey, I got one of these for $20," and you're helping with the cause. So what's that? I can't even do math. I'm stoned. 20 divided by 5. So this shirt costs me in a way $4 a year because I pay for them too, guys. $20 plus shipping, and it's shipping's what, a few dollars. So, but that's the point I'm making. You know what I mean? I live and die behind the stuff I've learned from Zach. So what is $20 to help support and be a billboard? I don't know if some people could be short on money. I understand. save up the $20 for it, guys. We really need. I probably have, if I had to guess, between 100 and 200 people wearing these shirts. And it's not like I'm getting reports from them back. Hey, I did this or I pounded pavement. A few of them have, but all in all, yeah, I'm sure they might wear their shirt, but again, I'm getting zero feedback. So I used to have to assume I need to put more people in shirts and keep on, because let's say when we start getting feedback and videos and pics, and I send that to Zach, because I'm going to give him the feedback of if we might make impacts. You know what I'm saying? We might wake a whole city up one day by doing this. It's very possible, guys. And then say a couple people are watching that video. Oh wow, look what those guys did, and look, I have a shirt too. You know what? I'm gonna get up and go pound pavement. So it's kind of like the more you get doing it, the better your chances are to, what's the word I'm looking for? Just prevail with it. Have a big day. You know, we could just pound pavement one day and do a good job, but then another day we might totally kill it. And pretty soon we're going to have people talking and asking questions. So I think I've made my point, and I just hope for some good feedback off this video. That's obviously what I'm looking for. So my inbox is always open, and thanks for listening. Now I just got to figure out how to shut this thing off. How do you end the video? Very good, Brandon. And I am actually trying to figure out how to shut the video off. That's crazy. YouTube Bamboo, thank you. This is crazy, guys. I don't know how to end the video. This thing's like done an update or something. Nope, that's the wrong way. Maybe I just push the X and go out. I don't know. Yep. Peace out, guys. Much love.